Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading for the middle to the end of September 2022. It is good for any placement of Sagittarius in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind, this is not a personal reading. It is a general reading for the whole sign of Sagittarius. So keep that in mind. Use discernment when you watch tarot. This is just the energy I picked up on for you guys in my collective today. If you would like to book a private reading with me, however, that is just for you, the link to my website to schedule a one-on-one is down in the description below this video, and I am running a 20% off special for private readings. Return clients also get an additional 10% off, so keep that in mind if I've read for you before. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for you. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. Also, Sag, if you like my readings and you're looking more specifically for love messages, I read for you guys every 4 days on another channel called Soma Chandra Libra. On Soma Chandra Libra, I read for Libra and Sagittarius exclusively every 3 to 5 days. So subscribe to both of my channels, okay? So you can get messages on both channels. This is a Celtic cross meant to touch on several different parts of your life, but a lot of court cards came out, so this may be a love message. Yeah, so end of September is very much about taking risks and being honest with yourself about what it is that you really want in life. I noticed that the Three of Wands and the Star is at the bottom of my main tarot deck and my clarification deck. So really focused on hopes and dreams. The Star of Aquarius is really asking you to get in touch with what you're hopeful for. Clearly with the Three of Wands, you're focused on the future, waiting for something to happen, hoping for something, hoping for a renewal, trying to come into alignment with your own soul. I think you know that the future looks bright if you can work through some stuff to come into alignment with your own star, your North Star. Soul Truth is asking you to ask yourself some constructive questions. Journal about these questions. It will help you. I love this deck, the Soul Truth deck. 2 cards came out. If I had a magic wand and I could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? What risk can I take today? Here's the thing. You do see yourself as the magician. So you are already holding the wand that you need, Sag. I love what it says. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Your soul action for the end of the month is go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you truly desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. Get in touch with Scorpionic energy. The saying of Scorpio is we desire. They will deeply get in touch with what they desire and shamelessly pursue it. You are allowed to do that too, Sagittarius. Your guides are asking you to go within and really get in touch with what you truly desire. You might be confused about what that is, but if you put your mind to it and journaling about it could really help you. There is a desire you are meant to be choosing, but some of you may feel like it would take a magic wand to make that happen. There's no one more creative and solution focused than your sign, and you happen to be fire signs. So go towards what you desire. Make a plan. What risk can I take today? It would appear that some of you feel like you have to take a risk to move towards what you desire. Be not mistaken. You will have to take a bigger risk than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap. But do not fret because your soul has wings. Oh, okay. Spirit's saying whatever it is that you want, they can see that you're a little afraid. It's no better to be safe than sorry, Sagittarius. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you're really made of. Yeah. How else are you going to discover what you're really made of unless you take a risk? Some of you have not been taking the risks necessary to move forward. You're being asked to take a leap of faith towards yourself, towards your personal dreams. There is a perseverance right now. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, but also indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Blame is at the bottom of the deck and judgment. I accept responsibility for my well-being. You have to accept responsibility for your well-being. Someone else at the end of the month may be asking you to accept responsibility for their well-being. That's a giant no-no on planet Earth, and yet people seem to do it, right? There's going to be some finger pointing between yourself and maybe one specific person or other people. Don't let anyone in your life make you responsible for their sadness or their happiness. Unless, of course, maybe you're an integral part of that. You'd have to sit down and talk. But accept a personal responsibility for your own well-being. I think that there is a decision that you're trying to make. But I think at the end of the month, it will be difficult for you to make this decision. You may need to consider all aspects of your life before you pick up your magic wand and take that risk. For now, I see that you're just going to persevere. But be careful in this scenario, Sagittarius. When you're persevering, doing something that you really don't want to do, and you're just going, oh, I don't know what decision to make, it's really easy when we get into this point to say, well, it's someone else's fault or it's something else's fault. Is that really true? Don't fall into that trap, and watch out for other people ensnaring you in that trap for them. A moment of judgment is coming. It is, but right now I see you just striving towards something. The love angels wanted to speak. They spoke right up and they said, so Mashandra, the love angels have messages about love in general. First of all, there's stuff with family coming out, healing family issues. Your love life and your life in general and your heart chakra benefit as you forgive parents. But it might not just be with parents. There is a healing in a family dynamic for some of you that does need to take place. I also have getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. The bond deepens, and trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Finances and career is at the bottom of the deck. So family and money are a huge focus. Your relationship with the material plane and your relationship with family is going to be a focus. Or for you or for someone you're connecting to. I'm also seeing that a bond of trust needs to deepen between yourself and someone else right now. Maybe just trust in general. But you can't really trust a situation or a person if you don't know them that well. I'm seeing that there is a card in this deck that says heart-to-heart conversations. That card did not come out. That was not the message. But there are truths and innermost selves that need to be revealed so that a bond can deepen. And trust needs to be worked on at this time. This may be between family members. This could just be a side to a specific relationship with a person that you need to continue to get to know so that the two of you trust each other. One or both of you may be having money and family issues that need to be worked out. This needs to be focused, or you just need to know that that may be in focus for someone else that's important in your life that you're trying to connect to. There's a lot of court cards showing up here, a lot. So these court cards could be different aspects of you or different people in your life. I typically don't clarify your general half-month readings. Sorry, you guys, I'm hoarse on this channel, but I was deeply moved to. So overall energy of the reading is the Eight of Wands. There's going to be important messages and lots of communication between yourself and one specific person or perhaps other people. Something does want to move quickly. You may be doing a lot of communication via text, email, or the internet. I wanted to know what the catalyst was or the challenge was, and two cards came out, the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or perhaps this is an aspect of you. First of all, you may receive some troubling news from someone in your life. This person could be a water sign. This person is a very emotional person. You may be communicating quite a bit of heartbreak to this person or they to you. Someone may be having a health issue as well. The King of Cups is a compassionate person. But I said, okay, well, what's going on with this situation, with this King of Cups? And I clarified it with the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Sun. This is an offer for new love and happiness. Could be a new relationship, new job. It could quite literally be a son. So there is a stress and a worry that needs to be addressed here over something that looks incredibly positive. This person may be stressing about opening up and telling you how they feel or about you, or you yourself, Sagittarius, may be stressing out and needing to get in touch with what you're so worried about. It appears that there is pessimism or heartbreak surrounding a connection. This may be a person you need to break up with or you're trying to start a relationship with. It could go somewhere very positive, and it could move very quickly. For a situation like this, it's better to see the Two of Cups, which is a face-to-face, more intimate conversation. So I would take it off the internet if possible. That would help with more constructive communication. Because internet communication and texts and emails, that's a form of communication, but it's not deepening a bond. And one of your messages from your angels was deepening a bond and trusting. So do what you can communication-wise to make that happen. I see that it may come in through messages. What's driving you every day at the end of the month? Two major arcana cards, the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Fate and destiny are driving you. You are keenly aware of cycles in your life and timing. I feel like with the Lovers of Gemini and this Jupiterian energy of the Wheel of Fortune, you very much want to go with the flow and not resist it with the wheel. You want to make sure you're focused on the right things for the right reasons, and you are trying to let Spirit and allow Spirit to co-create with you in regards to love and harmony in relationships. You're trying to let the angel of the divine guide you towards that which is right for you in love, in work, where you live, match made in heaven, destined, fated partnerships that are for your benefit, that will bring you happiness and love. And knowing that you have to go with the flow. Some of you truly believe that you're starting to become very aware of what Spirit might be guiding you towards, even if you don't entirely know why. You feel pulled by your own soul and by the divine towards that which is right for you. Timing may be a concern for you with the Nine of Swords. Recent past and deep within, another court card came out, the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Of course, this could also be a different aspect of you. I clarified this, and I got the Hierophant again, and the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Okay, for my ladies. Here, let me cut right to the chase. The final outcome is the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess, but deep within and in your recent past, some of you are seeing yourselves as the Queen of Pentacles. These are two different aspects of the Empress. The Empress is all four queens combined. So for my feminine Sagittarians in general, you're having two aspects of yourself in your life hit you pretty hard at the end of the month. So the Hierophant is the marriage card. It is a card of tradition, being part of something greater than yourself. It has leadership vibes to it and playing by the rules as well, and very grounded. But it will always do what they believe is the right thing, the safe thing, the practical thing, the way it's always been done. Someone could be getting married as well. This could also be a family member that is considered a matriarch and a setter and keeper of tradition and rules. Double Hierophant here. There seems to be a holding back and a need to be peaceful and calm. Something is stressful. Someone is struggling to open up. Some of my feminine Sagittarians have been very giving, very nurturing, and very grounded, and really played by the rules in somewhat of a committed situation or even in a role of leadership for a while. You desperately want to keep a strong foundation here with the Four of Pentacles, but there is fear and even a building paranoia with the Four of Pentacles. Also, things are stressful with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Some of you feel as though you have to play by the rules but you might not be entirely happy. Some of you have a bit of a miserly mindset right now as well, or you're dealing with a person that is. Address the stress and address what you can let go of. This guy does need to free up his heart chakra. I see a holding back, but a holding on. And yet there's this part of you, I think, that wants to expand. What you're thinking about all the time is this King of Swords and Strength. I'm like, who the hell is this person? Well, it could be a different aspect of you. And I'm going to read it in the traditional way first. The highest version of yourself is saying, be strong. Be the gentling influence in the room. You may have to close your mouth quite a bit at the end of the month and tame raw emotion, pride, desire. You're going to have to be the HR department in your own life. You may have to be very honest with people right now and very straightforward, but you're going to have to push emotion aside. The King of Swords, in his most positive aspect, wants to cut through to the truth and represents authority. Be strong and protect your own sovereignty at this time. Some of you, however, may be dealing with a very forceful person that wants to get the last word, sees themselves in a position of authority, and defines the truth. Best case scenario, it's important to focus on strategy and solution. Be very honest and straightforward, but the King of Swords is like, look, it's not show friends, it's show business. You may be giving very sound advice to not only yourself, but other people at this time. And it will take you strength of character. But worst case scenario, you may be dealing with a person with a very forceful personality that really wants to be in charge and might appear to not care about anyone else's feelings, including his own. It may take you strength to deal with this person, or they just may be very strong and forceful and a bit controlling. They may have an ego. They may have Leo in their chart. Leo has some beautiful positive traits, but they do have some shadow traits. Leo is my favorite sign, actually, but I do see their shadow traits sometimes. And I was like, okay, well, what's this about? Clarifying this is Temperance, the Moon, and the Seven of Wands. Well, here's your energy. I think that this may be a person that you have to deal with. If it is, you have the high ground, but they will challenge your ideas. Things are not as they seem and very emotional between yourself and this person at this time. There is a need for you to remain calm, be peaceful, determine the purpose of what you're doing. There is an alchemy, a need to be patient, a need to defend yourself, and even protect how others view you emotionally, especially for my masculines. Like for my masculine Sages, it's like, whoa, what kind of situation are you facing right now where you're like, nobody defines my truth for me, I do. I could bite your head off, but I'm not. You're never going to see me sweat. This is very emotional and uncertain for me, and back the hell off. And a lot of my guys are going to be feeling this way. But this could be a person that you have to deal with that is this way. Again, I'm seeing a struggle with communication. I'm also seeing, because I have two different guys and two different women here, watch out for boundaries being crossed in relationships, and in particular, watch out for triangulation. Like, don't boo-hoo on someone else's shoulder and drag them in and have them help you with something unless it's necessary or unless that's their job. You may be thinking about getting someone to help you articulate a situation. Like the King of Swords could be a counselor, a doctor, or a lawyer, or a really good friend who's really smart and will tell you like it is. But I'm hearing that for some of you, you may be tempted to triangulate and have another person in a situation that doesn't really belong there. Or someone may be doing some triangulation with you, and you'll be like, I know you're triangulating and trying to pull me into your stuff. Do you see my sword? I can see you from there. Like that might be happening too. Relationships, I think, in family, romantic, friendships, and at work, I'm seeing quite a bit of strategic moves that need to be dealt with. And it could get sticky. And I was like, oh, they hate sticky. Sagittarians don't like sticky. Of Sagittarius and Leo and Capricorn, those three signs I noticed don't like sticky. I'm an air sign. We'll just talk it out. We don't care if it's sticky or not. You guys usually have like an I don't give a shit attitude. and that helps you get through stuff. But I think you may be dragged into some stuff, and you may have to stand up for yourself in some way, because the action for end of the month is the Five of Wands and the Devil. Well, you could just be bickering with a Capricorn. If you have Capricorn in your chart, stick to the positive traits and not the negative ones. Watch out for the Capricornian stubbornness and need to control. Having Capricorn in your chart comes with a level of acceptance. Saturn is a thing. I have Capricorn in my chart, and it took me a long time not to exhibit the shadow traits. But there may be some situations that you feel chained and bound to, and not in the fun way, that will be difficult. And there will be tension. Watch out for gossip. I heard gossip monger, getting pulled into tension. There are things that could be worked out to help you break these chains. And I'm like, what's this about? Where's this happening? I can't determine where it's happening, but if this resonates for you, you will know where it's happening. The Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Okay, we could have young adults or kids involved. We could have a kid getting into trouble and fighting at school. They may need counseling to help them. King of Swords and Strength could be someone that helps someone with stress tolerance and anger issues. But there is a need for more information that may or may not be appropriate. There's also this really passionate, rebellious energy, and there's some anger and a need to fight. Watch out for objectification, gossiping, fighting just to fight. The Page of Swords and the Five of Swords can speak to someone taking information that does not belong to them and using it for their own good. I'm seeing someone that you watch out where you work, you guys. You could have a mole or like a snake in the grass where you work, or in family as well. Watch out for the go-tos and the go-betweens. I do see that there's something that does need to change. And someone's asking for information and stressed out and running all around and rebellious because there's probably not enough good constructive communication. And this is an old pattern that's keeping someone stuck. Even though what's driving you is forward motion and love and harmony, there's some cycles playing out for you right now that involve conflict, loss, and change, triangulations, and difficulties communicating for sure. You may have a person around you that really wants you to play by a certain set of rules, but the way you see yourself was like, well, this is their best asset. You're your best asset right now, Sagittarius, the magician. You see yourself as the magician. You are very resourceful at this time. You may really have a chance to show the world the real you right now. You may be very good at working and coming up with solutions on the fly. You may be demonstrating talents, skills, and abilities to others. You will stand out at this time. And you do have your magic wand. You do want to make something happen. It's as if everything you're going through is almost forcing you to move towards a love and a happiness and a belief that you can be the single catalyst for change, despite feeling so stressed out, threatened, and like you need to defend yourself, or someone wants to fight you. Because this person's like, fight me. And you're like, I'd really rather not. Holy shit, this is stressful. But getting towards this new love and this happiness with the sun may require you to go through quite a bit of conflict, loss, and change, and to defend yourself. You're not sitting down on the job. And I love that. I'm proud of you for that. Hidden factors that you're not aware of that you may need to know. 3 cards came out, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and Justice. I clarified this, and I got the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I'm actually seeing something contractual for work. It could be a relationship, though. First of all, what you need to know is that there is someone around you, or there is a situation where justice could be served. This person or this situation could involve a lot of success and victory. But it's not going to happen at the end of the month. It's going to happen in the near future. Someone feels the need to wait. I'm seeing, like with the Three of Pentacles, if this is like relationship, work, whatever the situation is, this could have something to do with a court of law or a contract of some kind with justice. Could just be a Libra. They want to build and learn and grow, but they also, like you're the magician. They're the Three of Pentacles. They want to be recognized and rewarded for what they bring to the table. This could have nothing to do with you. This just might be something you need to know about someone in your life that's important to you, Sag. Or a hidden factor for you is if you continue to cooperate, make practical choices, someone shuffling something around, trying to make practical choices. This person may be very busy. You may be very busy in this situation. They do want justice served. And they do want success. There could be success here, but it's on the horizon, and then there is a need to be patient. Okay, someone does look a little frustrated. They are trying to make something happen, but they're not going to move super quickly, and neither can you, because I don't have the Knight of Swords here. I have Pentacles, which are slower, more diligent, and practical. It's going to take time. It's going to take time for this person, and it's going to take time for you. I'm also seeing that someone may be retiring or leaving something, signing out a contract so that they can have a success. They're also thinking about the future. And that's what you need to know about this person or this situation. If you're involved in this, there could be a win for you, but you're going to have to get in there and do this. The way you're feeling at the end of the month, the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, some of you are thinking about developing a new skill. Some of you may be thinking about putting one of your kids in a private or special education program. Some of you are looking for a new job. You may feel like you find something at the end of the month that you're like, ooh, this is shiny. Yeah, it is. And it's worth dipping your toe in the water and exploring because it could lead to abundance. You will find something new. You will find something that is of value to you. Some of you just might find a treasure somewhere that you did not expect. It will lead you to wanting to develop something, and I see it inspiring you. Yeah, you'll find some kind of treasure that you can use to develop. But your final outcome is the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. So for my ladies, trusting your divine feminine knowledge, keeping some things to yourself as well, and really feeling individualistic and passionate. I do think that you will feel confident. I do think you see yourself as a leader. I think you see yourself as magnetic and a bit scattered. I'm seeing outgoing introvert for a lot of my feminines right now. Some of you are in a situation where you may have a lot of responsibility and duty. I don't know that that's thrilling you 100%. You would like to experience a little bit more of a freedom. Yeah. And you want to come into alignment with your own soul. It will lead you to a truth. I have death down here, Scorpio. It will lead to a transformation. I think you're going to be keeping quite a bit to yourself, but you're just available to lead and inspire others. Some of you have very intuitive spiritual messages to deliver, but you will wait for others to come to you. For some of you, you've just got this chick on your mind. She is very magical and charming like you do, like you are. You could be on the same page if you could just get over your fears and talk to each other. Yeah. All right, Sagittarius, that is the end of the month. Just again, what risk are you willing to take? What life do you truly desire? You're going to persevere in something that you're not thrilled about for now. Looks like you're not ready to make a decision. Watch out for that blame game between yourself and others. And if a situation is calling for you to have trust, you're going to have to be more open and vulnerable, and you're going to have to get others to be that way with you. Yeah. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you.